Welcome to the ABQ Accent, where catalysts, innovators, and risk takers share what their accent is on their work. Like a spoken accent, we all have an inflection or emphasis on where we put our energy. Join us to learn how these folks are putting their accents to work, building their vision of the future, and how you can get involved. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Mariah Harrison, host of the ABQ Accent podcast, and today I'm here with 4 incredible women from local nonprofits, and we get to talk running, which may or may not be one of my favorite things already. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves, a little bit about their agencies, and why specifically we're here today, which is to talk more about Duke City Marathon. It's called Marathon as a whole, but there are multiple different distances that people can register for. And specifically today's team is talking about the Meyer's Team Challenge that you can register for to benefit these agencies. That's Saturday, October 18th. Feels far away, but it is not. So get your training shoes on and let's move forward. I'm going to start from my left. Lesley, if you wouldn't mind taking a moment, welcome. And you're new to our podcast, and just take some time. Who are you? What's your background maybe, and the role you do with Native Initiative?
I'm the executive director of the Native Health Initiative, and we are a nonprofit based in Albuquerque to address health inequities in Indigenous communities. Our largest program is called Running Medicine, and that's what I'm here to represent today. We are an all ages, all abilities, intergenerational running group. We meet 4 times a week, and our goal is to make running accessible to everyone. So we have a low-cost group. It's only $20 a season, which gets a multitude of perks and trained coaches and wonderful things. And we believe that movement is medicine, and so we not only incorporate running, but also other healthy ways of movement like yoga and HIIT or hoop dancing, or just encouraging families to move together and be healthy.
Right on. Thank you so much. All right. Roleen, how you doing?
Hi, everyone. Thank you for inviting us, for sure. My name is Roleen Younis. I'm with Team Red, White, and Blue. I'm the New Mexico State Coordinator. We have 2 chapters, Albuquerque and Alamogordo. And we help veterans move. Our mission is to enrich veterans' lives. A lot of the veteran community, when they get out of the military and their tight-knit group, their family, they get pulled out of that situation and back to their home base where they don't know anyone and don't remember who lives around the neighborhood, and their ability to speak to non-veterans becomes difficult. So Team Red, White, and Blue, what they do is create a community so that we can reconnect, build the team that comes together to do events like coffee sip and chats, running, hiking, just meeting up for camping. We have virtual events, we have local events, and we're a nationwide organization.
Right on. Thank you so much. Glad to have you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Melaní, Miss Dr. Melaní Buchanan Farmer.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited, and I'm excited with this group that we're all coming together for this amazing event. Running 505 is a youth wellness organization where we focus on kids who are 5th through 8th grade, so right before they go into middle school, and then those wonderful middle school years. Yeah. And through our weekly sessions that meet September through May, with our mentorship, with our volunteers that are, you name it, that's where they come from across the city. We have our curriculum that really focuses on not only running, but social, emotional, nutritional, and physical lessons so that the kids and the mentors benefit, whether they're in Running 505, whether they're in school, whether they're at home, or whether they're at the community. So it's really just a holistic way of looking at supporting our kids.
Please. Wonderful. Thanks. Rebecca, please.
It's my turn.
It's your turn.
I'm Rebecca Sisneros. I am Community Relations with Boys and Girls Club of Central New Mexico. We are an after-school time program for young people from kindergarten through senior year of high school. This past school year, we operated 19 sites off of school properties, which is excellent, removing that barrier for families who have to transport kids after school. Triple Play is one of our national programs where we try to focus on mind and body, just keeping young people active and living a healthy lifestyle. So we think that, running is one of those It's my favorite type of exercise because it's one foot in front of the other, and it's just one that I understand the most. So we try to encourage our young people to get out all that energy with us while they're after school.
I'm interested in hearing more about Triple Play. We'll check back on that. Sweet. Rebecca, what is it about your role specifically? You're community relations director, but what does that mean? What does it look like?
One of my favorite things that we love to talk about, my favorite word is collaboration. So my favorite thing about the community relations role is that I get to go out and I get to meet other organizations such as yourselves, see what you guys are doing and how we can work together to meet common goals. So luckily, just this morning we were talking about a youth services coalition that we're a part of, where there's 6 nonprofits that all work together to serve young people. How can we work together to remove duplication of services and make sure that instead of repeating things where maybe things are already being covered, how we can help each other fill gaps, how we can see where things might be missing, and we can spread our efforts more beneficially. I think it's also just a great thing to think about when you're seeking funding is we want to make sure that we are good stewards of funding. If it's coming from the government, if it's coming from private donors, that we're not duplicating services and your funds are just going the distance. And that's a running pun.
We'll note that in the description. So part of the reason I ask you to tee us up for that, if you will, is because this is very much a group effort at sharing the message about why people should be registering for this particular team. And I think that you guys are incredible representatives of this running community, not only as women leaders, but you have varying experiences with running and with your agencies, but you are all coming together for a common goal, right? So in going further towards the distance or the finish line, Lesley, tell me a little bit about what your agency does in particular that people would be benefiting by registering through this team.
Yes. So like I mentioned earlier, we have our running group for only $20 a season.
So this is youth centered, or is it adults?
All ages. It can be infants, elders, everyone. And so the funds and the donations that will come in from the Mayor's Teens Challenge will be phenomenal in helping us provide all those services at such a low cost. They get shirts and trained coaches, and we offer travel scholarships. We pay all the youth race entry fees for track and field. Every service is more or less free. It's like they're paying for a t-shirt. And so these funds really help us make movement accessible, which youth is a huge part of our program. We serve over 450 youth a year with running medicine. And it is also important to Native Health Initiative in creating healthy habits early and preventing type 2 diabetes in our communities.
That's a good point, yeah. The health and wellness and broader picture of movement. Yeah. What I also really appreciate about your organization is that it's centered around indigenous knowledge. And like you mentioned, there's hoop dancing involved. There's very distinct information about nutrition. And there's also ceremony involved throughout the season. There's an opening ceremony. There's a closing ceremony.
Yeah.
Right? Tell us more about that.
We call all of our meetups or practices, we call them celebrations because we think this coming together is worth celebrating, and it's not something you have to do. It's something we get to do. We get to move together and show appreciation for what our bodies can do every day. And we just want to integrate that movement is for mind, body, and spirit. So I think anybody who is a runner can relate to that. Yes, it's beneficial for us physically, but it's a wonderful mental cleanse as well, and a grounding session. And we focus on the big picture of running, and in our opening and closing ceremonies, we always invite guest speakers and drummers and dancers, and we do a community potluck, and it is just all community based and about people.
It's awesome. And I would encourage people to check out your schedule for the next season, because like you said, anybody can get involved, and it's a beautiful community.
Thank you.
Roleen, do you have something you want to maybe highlight about what you're excited about that this could be benefiting?
Sure. So we do have our community of veterans, service members, military families. Our organization has an app that you can download on your phone. and that actually gives you access to our events locally, nationally, virtually. We have events that will actually help you prep for big marathon runs, and they're called couch to 5K. And then if you're just starting, we have stretching opportunities. We have challenges for hydration. We have yoga challenges, 8 days in Pilates. These are all different types of challenges that we promote to continue the health and wellness. I like how we all have the common goal of enriching our lives. For me personally, it helped with self-isolation. I was so used to being on my own as a veteran and being able to connect with other veterans, not having to filter my language, my thought process, my dark humor, and just get out there and push ourselves and know that we're not finished, even though our service time in the military has been complete. As veterans, we still have new challenges and getting out there and realizing that we're not done. So I do like collaborating with the other groups because they also help me motivate other runners to say, well, this is how Running Medicine has been working their project, and I've seen Running 505 do this. Other groups, the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts, the other organizations, what they do, and it reminds us that this is something we can collaborate together. We can jump into their organization. So I'm really happy that we're getting all together for Duke City, because Duke City Marathon is pretty phenomenal, huge race for our town.
Quick quiz: do you know how many people usually register annually?
A kabillion, like 50,000.
I think it's somewhere. We'll quality check the data when I'm done, but
I think with that number, so many groups of 5 can sign up for the Mayor's Challenge, which is what is going to help us.
Well, that's right. So using some of the inspiration from the ladies around you, Mel, where are you at right now? Why do you want people to register? With Running 505 is actually a long-standing organization. You've made incredible relationships with local sponsors and other running groups, you name it, in the educational environment we're in. But what are you looking forward to? What do you want to see?
Well, I will say that Running 505 is very much grassroots, right? They are similar to Running Medicine. We kind of started around the same time, where 100% of our funding, specifically coming from the Mayor's Challenge at Duke City, is going straight to curriculum for our sites. It goes straight to running races. Right. I think for a lot of people, we train for these great races. We sign up. Maybe we hear that there's beneficiaries, maybe not. This race does if you sign up for the Mayor's Challenge. And for us, again, race entries, gear for the kids, it is free for all of our kids to participate. There's no cost at all. As well as supporting our volunteer mentors who spend an hour a week, with our kids all year long, some of them in multiple sites, helping them through their goals and aspirations, whether they're runners or walkers, because we want both, because our kids not always are runners or walkers, especially when they're middle schoolers. They may start a day and be happy, and the end of the day, they just want to stay in a chair. And so we want to really make sure that the funding that we get specifically supports our curriculum, updating our curriculum, because, when we started in 2014, when we were looking at social emotional, it looks very different than what it does now. And having opportunity to update curriculum and provide funding for our kids in their materials for lessons and their risk entries is important.
Great.
One of the big things that we do is every kid has brand new running shoes, right? Lots of times we're kind of told, we have these old running shoes, would you like them? And I tell them, no, thank you. We have other partners that we can definitely pass these to, but it's important for us, for this age specifically, that they have new stuff and things that provide them opportunity to keep running throughout the year, right? You know, we know as runners that shoes break down. Kids that are proud about the gear and shoes that they have will wear them to school too. So they break down even faster. So this is a really important fundraiser for us.
Yeah. Let's go back to something you said a moment ago. 100% of the donation received from race entry goes to your agencies. 5 people, right? What do those 5 people do during the race day? What does the team look like?
You want to go? I'm going to do my best. I practiced this. Okay. So, Meyer's Team Challenge. We're very excited. You do need 5 people to register. So they cannot register for the same activity. We have half marathon. Whoever wants to really go the distance. She's nominating me.
You're doing a half in our team.
We'll see. Half marathon. And you don't have to be fast. So just throwing that out there. We need somebody to do the 10K running, 10K walking, 5K running, 5K walking. So you can get a bunch of different people. We joked about it earlier. You either invite 5 of your favorite people to get together to do this, or 5 people that you're like, you know what? You owe me $20. You can run this for me instead.
Yes.
It could either be really enjoyment, or you can do a little bit of torture just to get to that finish line. The nice thing is that's 5 different races. You might be able to connect with your community. This is an opportunity for you to reach out to that running community that you are a part of or that you've wanted to be a part of, and challenge them. If you have somebody who might be recovering from something, ask them if they'll do a walk. If you have, a parent, a neighbor, somebody who's like, I'm not a runner, they have the opportunity to walk. And walking, you have more opportunity to talk, to chat with other people that are out there also supporting the community. If you know people that already participate in Duke City Marathon, I'm sure all of us can think of somebody. If they have not yet signed up, encourage them to sign up as a part of the group. I have found it a little bit challenging to find people to do all 5, but I'm always up for a challenge.
And can I add that this is different from the marathon relay?
Yes.
All right. So if you are thinking about, oh yeah, we're signed up for that, we all have a team, it's completely different. The marathon relay is not participating in the beneficiary side for us. The only one that is the drop down when you register for the Mayor's Challenge.
And you must register at the same time.
Yeah, you do register one person, right? What also is great about this challenge is that if we're a team, maybe you do an amazing PR as an individual, and in the half marathon as an individual, she gets first place. So even though you're on a team,
manifesting that you're gonna
even though we're on a team, we still can have
individual
recognition for a placement. So definitely, it's great. It's a great opportunity, and what great opportunity to have outreach to our organization.
Yeah. Thank you. Yay. Anything to add about logistics or reasons to get a team together? Maybe a creative challenge to throw out there?
I would say if you want to participate in the Mayor's Team Challenge and you don't have 5 people or somebody for every distance, you should reach out to these organizations. And we are helping people link up. If you need another runner, you need the 10K runner, but you have the other 4 covered. Like, we will help you and help place you on a team so that all the running you do and the registration fees go directly to these organizations.
Excellent.
Just to add in, to foster the sense of belonging and purpose, I would also, if you wanted to sign up with Team Red, White, and Blue, I could offer the red shirts if you sign up your team for all 5 members. That's something I could put in there to sweeten the pot. So get in touch with me for sure.
We'll do that too.
Yeah.
I like it. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Yeah, we'll have some Running 505 shirts for the Running 505. That's cool. I like that.
Well, I'm going to personally challenge all 5 teams of the Soul Sisters to put teams together. Cross the teams, the colors, the names, whoever, just with, what is that, 5, 10, 15, 20? That's 25 people, 5 teams. We can do that. Yeah.
Right.
Also, who else? We've got Duke City.
Yeah. I think shout out to all the running groups, right?
Yeah.
Duke City, the Dukes, Soul Sisters, Albuquerque Road Runners, all of the social run groups, meetups.
We have
the walkers,
Rosie's Run Club,
Rosie
Native
Rosie's Run Club, women who run,
Yes.
even those ladies who walk. I've seen you on Facebook.
Yes.
You can do a team too, right? You
We
can
will
walk the
find
half
you.
marathon.
Yeah.
That's fine. You know,
Yeah.
just do it and know
She looked
that-
right at me when she said that.
Just do it. Yeah, I think there's opportunity for everybody. So definitely shout out to all of those organizations out there and social groups that were here. And I've also done a shout out to all the CrossFit gyms to make sure that you guys get a team together, because CrossFitters run too.
Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And part of this speaks to the running community as a whole in Albuquerque. It's growing. It's ever more welcoming, all ages, all speeds, which is something I really appreciate. I will tell you, I will admit that the endorphins get the better of me sometimes. In the middle of a run, I might be speaking to a stranger suddenly or something, and I feel like we all have an example of that. So, Lesley, you mentioned earlier in something you sent to me about an experience you had as a runner,
Yeah.
out on the trails.
Yes. So for background, I wasn't a runner prior to joining Native Health Initiative, and I've been enrolled about a year and a half, and it is contagious. Everybody in our organization loves to run, and so I picked it up. I was like, okay, I'll sign up for a half marathon.
Okay. She's like, I'll just pick this up. I love this. So, okay, the story. Go ahead.
Okay. And I was on a long run one Sunday morning, uphill, having a difficult time, and a runner is coming to pass me, and out of nowhere, I'm just like listening to my book. She like puts her arm in there and she says, "You got this!" And it just gave me such strength and motivation to keep going. And I think that the running community in Albuquerque has been the most wonderful find that I've come across in this habit of running. And my first time with Running Medicine, like doing a community run, and when you pass a runner, everybody gets high fives, and it is just so uplifting. And I have found that with all runners, not only running groups, but just a person on the side of the road. And I love the support that we can give each other. It's been amazing.
So agreed. I'm glad to hear it.
I love that you started with a half marathon. That's amazing. I really had to work myself up to that.
Roleen, I wonder if there's something specific, not just with RWB, but with veterans, that is unique to that running experience. In the service, you get up early, you run the distance, you stick with your crew, and maybe you end up eventually with not a bad knees or a hip something, but you have a shared experience in training and in service. Is there a story you might want to share about that?
Sure. When we are in the service, generally we're asked to meet up at 05 for PT, physical training, and they don't tell you the distance of where you're going. They just say, get your Go Runners, Go Fasters on, which are your shoes,
Get your Go Fast.
and we meet outside. And sometimes we still do that where we're asking the group to meet up and we don't tell them where we're going. But we do have that sense of commitment to get out and run. So when you get out of the military, there's no one really keeping you accountable to exercise and to keep things moving. In our group, we like to make sure that we pair someone up with one of the new runners if they're going. Recently we had 2 runners do the San Diego Marathon. And so we made sure that when they were prepping for it, we had Team RWB events to say, we're supporting so-and-so for this run. Let's get out there and get him active. So we'll do like the La Luz Trail, or sometimes we're on timed events of just half an hour up, half an hour down. But we meet at the Alameda Open Space, Albuquerque Loop around Albuquerque Academy. Just randomness, all of us probably know where those trails are, and we get them out there. And there's just 2 individuals signed up for this race, but for these training events, 10 people show up. And sometimes they're carrying extra weight, sometimes they're just hiking, and we have slower people in the back who are just walking. But when we turn around, we all communicate and turn around. So a lot of our stuff is there and back. So even if you're walking, you're still going to end up finishing with the group. But I do love this community where we meet each other on the trail and high five each other. That is so awesome.
It's really sweet.
Something that you put about RWB, and again, isn't always running related, but it is honoring the mission of the month. And it sounds to me like you're honoring maybe an individual's mission. Like your members all have their own sort of mission that are supported by your group, your community.
Yes, we're definitely all on our own trail. I recently heard someone say the butterflies trail is different from the oak tree trail, where they're growing at different speeds and their different accomplishments on what their purpose in this world is. So when we're getting out there, we can't determine what's going on in that person's body. As a veteran who's disabled veteran now, a lot of the parts of my body don't work as fast as the newer individuals. But at least my spirit is still there, where I still want challenges. Team RWB helps with not only running, but they help with hiking challenges. Last November, I was able to complete Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa. And so this fundraising...
It's not on her bio.
This fundraising event helps push money back to Team RWB so that we can do bigger wild things, bigger crazy challenges, which I didn't know I was going to do. But when I was challenged, I said, I can do that.
Love it.
And then before you know it, I'm starting to train and meet more people on the trail. But the fundraising part is really difficult when you're a nonprofit organization. So things like this really benefit veterans, benefit individuals as runners, hikers. And these, Duke City, you don't have to run it, you can walk it. And you can get your sticks out there and pull on those knee braces and just start moving. But as long as you're moving, I think that's what our common goal is that just so your fitness is improving.
Or ruck it.
Ruck it, that's right.
I mean, call out to Kirtland. Get your ruckers out.
That's right.
Let's ruck it.
You're talking
Team
about
Bravo too.
Team Bravo. Everybody.
backpacks with weight? Like
Backpacks
more than my
with
weight?
Yeah, more than
on
your
the-
weight.
On purpose of weight.
On purpose.
No shade. I just haven't done it yet. Maybe that's one of my challenges. Okay. I haven't signed up for a team yet, so we're all you're calling me out too. So I appreciate that. When you challenge yourself or somebody else does it, take it seriously.
Yeah.
I kind of want to hear more personal stories. About running life or the crew that you love to run with or the spaces you love to be in, that more people, maybe we don't want them to know about the spaces, but stories we love. Races we hated.
I think that each race I've done is so different in the experience, for sure. Right now, personally for me, I am a recovery of injury. And my goal is for this Meyer's challenge is to walk the 10K. And for someone who's done a couple of marathons and, longer distance relays, telling myself, hey, I am going to train for a 6-mile walk can be a little mind change, right? Because we do say that activity is important for the mind. But having that opportunity is huge, right? We have this opportunity to come together to train for something, whether you're training alone or training with a group, but coming together ultimately as this Mayor's Day Challenge can be a huge growth opportunity. Because I haven't been running much. Running 505, being in that environment with the kids shows them that even though you have this obstacle, you're not going to stop. You're still going to be present, and it's not the end of the road. Lots of them saw me with my struggles, and I still showed up, and I still walked with them, even post-surgery. I'm still here, right? And I think those are big lessons that we all have for all of our direct community members and everybody that's out at the Duke City.
I love that you're going to push yourself to continue, and you're going to be running marathons in no time.
I will. One day.
I will tell you, I've had a long running journey. I'll try and make this very quick. I ran cross country in high school. I stopped running regularly after high school, and I started running 5Ks when my son was in elementary school because he had asthma and I needed to run with him. And then I just started smoking them. So I was like, I'm going to run without you. He will beat me now. But I met this incredible run group. It was called Good Blokes Jog. It's tied to the United Soccer Team. And when it first started, it was incredible. I mean, it's still incredible, but it was incredible. There was like 50 plus people coming, and we were meeting multiple times a week. And they had Slow Burn Coffee was one of their spots. Bike and Coffee was another spot. And they were like almost sponsored, where you'd get free coffee if you were running. This was 5 years ago almost.
I'm there.
It was really, really great. And I met all these new people. My neighbor, shout out to Wes, invited me. And I just became friends with these people I had never met before. We still continue to try to meet as much as possible every Sunday at Bike and Coffee. And we've learned some of these really beautiful, like, back trails and back alleys through Old Town that we got to run. And just these places that I never thought I would be, trotting along the side of the road in Old Town. And it became this really fun thing that I looked forward to, and a sense of community. And I felt like I was being held accountable to show up, and these people believed in me. And I started an Instagram page based off of running. And
What's
now
it called?
It's called North Valley Ditches, if anybody wants to follow it. It's gorgeous, beautiful, and it keeps me going.
Yeah.
And it really does show these hidden gems throughout Albuquerque. And even if I go out of town and run, one, it holds me accountable, and two, I get to spread like this beautiful outdoor space that we have in Albuquerque for you guys to get out, run, high five, and just really be a part of our outdoor life.
Yeah.
And train for the Mayor's Challenge.
And train for if I don't see you on North Valley Ditches training for this challenge, lost opportunity.
There we go.
There's a lot of ways people can be connecting. I would highly recommend people follow all of your socials, and I'll tag those in the description. But also for the purpose of reaching out if they're looking for teammates, if they want to connect on training runs, if they want to map out the calendar of the long runs on Saturdays. This is the group of people that I would want to be doing that brainstorming with and running with too. Sweating with. I'll be messy with you in the mornings.
She will wake up early.
So two more things, and then we have to wrap up. One, I want to give a big shout out to race directors in general. Anybody who's ever run a race,
Yes.
right? A special event, a Duke City, which I believe is run by Albuquerque Roadrunners. It's a lot of work and a lot of community effort, and it doesn't always get the appreciation that it really should. So also shout out to, I think, Parks and Rec here at the city is supporting this race directly and has highly encouraged the community to be involved in supporting specifically Meyer's team. So my homework is going to see who on the Mayor's staff is building a team, or the exec team, or directors across the city. I will find out to make sure they're accountable too. So last minute thoughts about how we want to wrap up, or asks or encouragements?
Just a reminder, when you sign up, use the drop down. Make sure you have all of your teammates ready for you, and you're going to sign up for those we're going to sign up for the half marathon, 10K run, 10K walk, 5K run, 5K walk.
Right.
Duke City Mayor's Challenge.
DukeCityMarathon.com. Say it again.
For the Mayor's Challenge. That's the one we want.
Yeah. So I'm just so blessed to spend some time with you guys. Your agencies are incredible. I'll say that and leave the work to the community for registration. Thank you all so much for your time.
Thank you.
And we hope you all come back for another ABQ Accent.